King, I saw your children yesterday at the Okeechobee camp. Why didn't you put them in the nursery?
I won't make enough to pay for it.
How much does it cost to put them in?
85 cents.
85 cents.
That's right.
Aileen, what time did you come out the field this morning?
6 o'clock.
What time would you get home?
About 3:30, 4 o'clock.
6 this morning to 4 o'clock this afternoon.
That's right.
How much did you earn?
$1.
$1?
That's right. $1.
Is that because the beans were of poor quality?
That's right.
Has this happened before?
That's right.
How much will your food cost you today?
About $2.
Aileen, how old are you?
29.
How many children do you have?
14.
How old were you when you first started working in the fields?
8.
You've been working 21 years in the fields?
That's right.
This is James, the 5th chapter. I'm going to read 1 through 5. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth, and been wanton. Ye have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. This is Brother Ariyah coming at you with another lesson here. And that video, I guess, was from slavery times, man. You know, the woman said she made $1 a day. She had 14 children. It took at least $2 to feed those children, right? She didn't make any mention of a husband or anything like that. You know, she said she was working out there since she was 8 years old. You know, she's working out there for a minute. I forgot how many years. I believe 21 years. I think she's 29. 21 years out there, man, picking beans, you know, cotton or whatever else she was picking, man. You know, and it's the same way that these Edomites are going to be working for us, man. They're going to be out there in them fields. You know, they're going to be out there burning up, man. I should have looked that up because, you know, pictures of how Edomites' skin gets when it's in the sun for too long, man. It bubbles up, man. When it's burnt, it bubbles up. You know, I remember I was working in the kitchen one time. I forgot what spot it was. But I got burnt with oil, man. Hot ass oil at like 400 degrees. It got on my forearm. And as soon as it hit my forearm, my skin started to bubble up, man. You know? And that's how Esau's skin gets when the sun is hitting it for too long, man. They get burnt up and their skin boils up, man. You know? And that's how they're going to be looking in the kingdom, through in that sun all day, man. And the days are going to be much longer in the kingdom. You know, the days are sped up now for the elect's sake. But when all of this hell is over, you best believe them days are going to go back to being very long, man, like how it was when we was growing up. You know, I don't know if you were 80s baby, but if you was an 80s baby, especially during the summertime, them days lasted long, man. You know? Let's get Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Isaiah 2. Let's get 19 and 21. Or 19 through 21. It says, "And they shall go into the holes of the rocks, and into the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. And that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, man. You know? So when this place is destroyed, they're going to go and hide in their caves in the clefts of the rocks, man. And we're going to dig their ass out. Let's get Obadiah. Where am I going? Let's get verse 2. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Yeah. Because when this time comes, Esau is going to be back on the bottom. Like Esau pretty much is on the top as far as the heathens right now. But Esau is going to go back to the bottom. And it says that because they are, in that day, they're going to be greatly despised. They're despised now. But in that day, they're going to be greatly despised. Let's get Job 20 and 27 real quick, and I'll go back to that. Right? Where it says, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him, man. So this is the time where all the nations are going to fire those nuclear missiles over here to destroy the kingdom of Esau, man. And it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is on high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Let's get 7 through 10. This is talking about Esau. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And the mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And we already know verse 18. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get that real quick. Right? Because it says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And this is when the whole earth is going to rejoice, when this man is finally put down forever. And we don't have to see another raw chicken cutlet walking the earth again, man. The scriptures say the fir trees are going to rejoice. The animals are going to rejoice. The insects are going to rejoice. Everyone, even the heathen, is going to rejoice in that day, man. That's going to be a beautiful day, because it's not going to be any more crooked dealings, right? No more high economy, inflation, making minimum wage, right? Just scraping by, man. Trying to put money together to make ends meet. It's not going to be any more of that, man. Okay? The earth is going to flourish. Shit, the people on the earth are going to flourish. Again, the animals are going to flourish. Everything is going to flourish because everything is going to be put back in its natural order, man. And with this man out of the way, everything is going to flourish, man. This man is destroying the earth, man. He's destroying everything in it. Now let's get Isaiah 24. Get Isaiah 24, 17 through 22. And it says, fear the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare. For the windows from on high are open, talking about the firmament, because those missiles are going to have to leave out of the earth, and they're going to come back down into the earth, man, with a great impact, and the spirit of the Lord is going to be in those missiles as well. But the windows from on high are talking about the firmament, man. And the foundation of the earth do shake, talking about that impact. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean, dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass, is my point, in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Talking about the Edomites, the other nations, right? And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited, right? So we're going to round their asses up, all of these nations, all these other heathens, from all these other nations. We're going to round their asses up, right? We ain't going to have to round nobody up from America, because it's going to be utterly destroyed, but these other nations, we're going to round their asses up, right? And they would be put in a pit, in a prison, right? And we're going to leave them there, man, to to just think, in fear. They're going to be there in fear, not knowing what's going on, what's about to happen, right? But we're going to be giving out that work detail, man. Going into Jeremiah the 39th chapter. Let's start at 12. Yeah, we're going to be giving out that work detail, man. Hold on. It's not, I think it's 38. Hold on, Salaki. It's Ezekiel. Salakia for that. And it says 12 through 15, in 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them of renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth. Yeah, they're going to be out here cleaning up bodies, man. They're going to be out here burying bodies. That's going to be their first task, is to clean the hell up, clean everything up, man. Bury the bodies, clean up the rubble and whatever. Clean up, man. That's going to be, it says continual employment, man. Okay? So they're going to be, that's what shows you that word employment goes into slavery, man. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search in the passengers that pass through the land. When any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamongog. Okay? So yeah, man, that's what they're going to be doing out here, cleaning up dead bodies, dead carcasses. It's going to be smelling bad too, man. It's going to be smelling real bad. They're going to have to fight the crows and all that off of it, the scavenger birds, right? You're going to have all types of insects and bugs on it. Bodies split in half, heads cut off, legs severed, bodies seven in half, all types of things that these heathens and these Edomites, or these heathens all together, are going to have to witness and deal with, man. And they're going to have to clean all of that up, man. And yeah, they're going to be crying. They're going to be letting out screams of terror. Some of these things are going to be the things that really bother them at night, man. It's psychologically, it's really going to mess their head up, man. It's really going to, not just the fact that they're going to be in slavery, but the fact that, they're going to have to do what we say. They're going to be powerless, man. These heathens are used to being in a position of power. And now all of that power is going to be stripped from them, man, in a blink of an eye. And it's going to be hard for them to fathom, what's going on. Probably for the first, I don't know, first couple of months, maybe the first year is going to probably seem like a dream to them, or rather a nightmare to them, man. But this is what, you heathens have coming to you, man. Continual employment, man. Continual slavery, hardcore bondage, man. Hardcore. Let's get Job. Let's get Job 20, of course. Love this chapter. Let's get 18 through 23. And it says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. No, they're not going to rejoice in having to give up everything that they've acquired, that they've stolen. They're not going to rejoice in that, man, at all. The Edomites is going to be pissed off, but so what? Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall be none of his meat left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits, and every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And I go into this a lot, but that word wicked, was going into hard work, man. They're going to be going and they're going to toiling. They're going to be working hard, man. Hardcore bondage. And when he is about, and plus we're going to have, we're going to be, kicking their ass, right? We're going to have other heathen nations as taskmasters over them, kicking their ass too, man. And them other heathen, the other heathen nations, they going to get it too. You best believe. Just not as bad as Esau. Esau is really going to get it bad, man. Esau's going to have it real bad in the kingdom, man. Real bad. And when he is about to fill his belly, the heavenly Father shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating, man. And that day is fastly approaching, because they're trying to set up this new, digitized system, leading to the MOTB, right? That's what they're trying to push right now, and they're trying to get it all together, But the Heavenly Father is not going to allow this to come to fruition, man. Not totally anyway. They'll have it to the point where he gets people chipped. A lot of people in the world are going to get chipped. Most of the people in the world are going to get chipped. But as far as him having it the way that he has it mapped out, the way he thinks it's going to go, it's not going to happen, man. I believe only a quarter of what this man has planned is going to come to pass, in order for him to see it, not the other 75%. It's not going to come to pass. The Heavenly Father is going to spoil this man's plans. Let's get Baruch. Let's get the book of Baruch, the 4th chapter. And I'll read 31 through 34. And it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. You know? And that's right, man. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. Okay? And that's what's going to happen, man. You know? This place is going to be destroyed, man. This place is in the same way, you know, that they rejoice at us falling. We're going to rejoice at them falling, man. We're going to rejoice in that day. I'm going to go into it in, I believe that's Psalms 126. We're going to rejoice at their fall, man, just like they rejoice at our fall. You know, all the things that, you know, Israelites had to go through since slavery, and then after so-called slavery, even though we still slaves to this day because we pay taxes. So we're still slaves to this day. But just how harsh Esau was towards Israelites, you know, after slavery was so-called abolished, you know, the wicked things that they did to Israelites, man. You know, and it's all through the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father, and everything that Israelites got, they deserve, or we deserve rather, because we turn our backs on the Heavenly Father, man. You know? And it don't mean that all Israelites was like that, but that's how the Heavenly Father works. It's just like when, let's say your grandmother, you know, leaves for a minute saying, I'm going to the store, y'all kids be good, right? Don't break nothing. Don't just, I'll be right back. Right. And when she leaves, you know how kids are. They get up, start acting a fool, jumping around, you know, and something breaks. Right. When the grandmother gets home and she sees that something is broke, and the kids is pointing the fingers at each other. Nah, he did it. Nah, she did it. What happens? Grandma's whooping everybody's ass, man. Okay. It's the same thing with the Heavenly Father. You know, he's not just going to whip one person's ass. All of Israel is going to get it, man. And that's exactly what happened. That's how the Heavenly Father gets down. But, you know, the punishment is almost over, man. Let's get Job 18. Let's get Job 18. Let's read 5 through 7 real quick. And it says, yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Let's get 14 through 17, or 14 through 18 rather. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the King of terrors. Okay, and we know that's the Heavenly Father, one of his many names. You know, he's the King of terrors, but his main name is Yahweh. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth. Right? Obadiah 1 and 18. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world, man. You know, this man is about to go down. He about to go down hard, man. And then there will be no more remaining of the house of Esau, man. They all gonna be done away with, man. But they got to get this harsh, severe ass whooping first, man, for 1,000 years. And then after that, you know, wherever the Heavenly Father puts them, that's where they gonna be, man. You know, we'll find out when that time comes. You know, the Bible doesn't speak of what happens after Obadiah 1 and 18. as far as Edomites, man. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. But that time is fastly approaching, man. You know, you can't wait for the for the kingdom, man. Just to see it. You know, to hear their cries, man. To see them in derision. You know, to see them hurting, to see them downtrodden, man. To see them working for us. We don't no longer have to hear them tell us what to do or how to do it or when to do it or where to do it, man. We don't have to take their orders anymore or listen to their ass no more, man. We're not gonna have to deal with their bullshit, they uppity bullshit anymore, man. Makes me happy, man. Let's get Psalms 137 real quick, man. Let me see. I'm just gonna read it here, man. I'm gonna read here. 7 through 9. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee, as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone, man. You know, and we gonna have the spirit of the Lord, you know, in us in that day, man. Okay? You know, right now, in the body, you know, right now, like, I couldn't take a baby, a heathen baby by the leg and bash their head up against a stone. I ain't got it in me. But in that day, in the kingdom, we're gonna have the spirit on us to do that, man. The Lord is gonna reveal all to us, man. You know, the people that we're dealing with, as far as the heathens, you know, we're gonna have knowledge of all things that they've done throughout all of their lives, man. All of the wickedness that they've done. And we're going to have the spirit of the Lord in us. We're going to have the anger and the fury of the Lord in us as well in that day, man. So doing something like this is going to be nothing, man. Okay? Because we're going to have knowledge of all things. You know? But let me get this real quick and I'm going to end it here. Because I said I was going to go to Psalms 126. I'll read 1 through 5 and I'll end it here. It says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord have done great things for them. The Lord have done great things for us, whereof we are glad. It says, turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south, that they sow in tears, that they that sow in tears shall reap in joy, man. You know? And he that goeth forth and weeping, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him, man. You know, we're going to be rejoicing in that day, man. You know, just like Esau is going to feel like he's in a dream, or they are in a dream when they're in hardcore bondage and captivity. You know, we going to feel like it's a dream for us too, man. Well, they going to feel like it's a nightmare. We going to feel like it's a dream as well. You know, after going through all of the things that we go, you know, been going through, man, you know, to finally have peace and rest, right? The world flourishing before our eyes in righteousness. You know, we serving under Yahweh Shai and King David. Everything is in order. We don't have to hear no wicked woman, you know, talking shit no more. You know, the women are going to be in order. No more badass kids, or badass children, rather. The children are going to be in order. The men are going to be in order. You know, the women are going to be in order. Everything, earth is going to be set back in order, man. You know, it's going to be something beautiful to behold, man. And I cannot wait for that day, man. You know, so yeah, I just wanted to bring this out because, you know, I saw that video and I was like, damn, that's some bullshit, man. She got $1 and she was working, I believe 10 hours a day, and she got $1, 14 kids, and it took $2 to feed all of them, man. So I don't, how is they surviving, man? Does Esau care? No. Just like now, there's heavy inflation. Everybody is going through it. It's hard for everyone to survive, and Esau is doing this shit on purpose, man. You Edomites got a lot to pay for, man. You got a lot to pay for, and soon, people over here in America, Babylon the Great, they're gonna turn on you too. And we know that you're coming with great wrath, but we're ready, we're prepared, man. And Lord willing, when it does happen, the Heavenly Father puts the Spirit on us to not to fear, but to use wisdom, and not bow down to your punk ass, man. But yeah, this wicked ass queendom is definitely about to crumble, man. It is, and I can't wait to get your fucking peach pink asses into captivity, man. So we can show you how to do it correctly. Shalom.
Was planned on a minimum budget. There are few places for children to play. Because of the same kind of planning, Perry Homes has no doctor, no dentist, no pharmacy. Nearby there is a well baby clinic, but no sick baby clinic. And the sick must travel 12 miles to wait for attention at Grady Memorial Hospital. And partly because of the general rule that welfare is cut off if there is a man in the house, fathers are often driven away so that mother and children can eat.
85% of the head of household is a woman, because most of the men who should be in the household, they cannot make a decent living. And of course it is better to know that a child will be fed 12 months out of the year than 3 months, which during the summer when construction work you can make a decent living.
The man in the house rule was written to prevent welfare cheating, to make sure that aid to families with dependent children would go only to families headed by mothers. But the effect of the man in the house rule is to create for children an atmosphere of investigation and surveillance. And thus, the welfare system in its operation turns out to be a system to make life harder for children. Homes was planned on a minimum